When you have a manga as bizarre as JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, you're bound to have a lot of odd haircuts. And when we talk about odd haircuts, I'm talking about really fucking odd. That's why today we are here with the worst haircuts too. Because in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, there's so many bad haircuts, you could just bounce ideas off of which haircuts you wouldn't want. Almost any character from almost any part, you can find at least one haircut that sucks. That is utterly terrible. And I'm going to give y'all the criteria for the haircuts I'm choosing, right? Even if it looks good on them, if you yourself could not wear it, or you couldn't see someone in real life actually pulling it off, it is a bad cut. I'm sorry, it's a bad cut. You would ask your barber to immediately take that shit off your head. And with that said, with a heavy heart, this video starts off with one of my favorite characters, Enrico Pucci. Now, the thing with Pucci is you can look at certain episodes of his hair, and if he has the full hair up top, cool. But it's when you get further in and you start seeing the streaks and you get New Moon Pucci, where he has the spikes in the back of his head, which is hair, and then he has like parts in his head. It's too much. It's bad. I'm sorry. If you saw someone in real life with just that hairstyle and regular clothes on, not Pucci's clean ass robe, regular clothes, you're going to tell me, you're going to be like, oh yeah, that's tough. No, you're not. Don't lie to me either. Do not come to this comment section and lie to me. Like, there's no reason why he has holes in the back of his robe just so the extended pieces of hair in the back of his head can go out. There's no reason. That shouldn't exist. Like, in all seriousness, that shouldn't exist. If I saw someone in real life with that hairstyle on, boy, if you don't get, I will have to clown them. I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't say anything. I would just want to get far, far away from them. I don't know what they're plotting. I don't know if time's gonna randomly start speeding up. I don't know if I'm even going to get this monologue. But yeah, unfortunately, my goat, Enrico Pucci, has bad hair. That haircut's bad. Up next is another character I genuinely love, but I just cannot let these transgressions pass any longer. I cannot let this travesty continue to go untalked about. Look at what is on top of this man's hair. What's on top of this man's head? It's a disgrace. I'm sorry. It's a disgrace. It's so... at no age, at his age, he's an older man. And something within him should have just told him to let it go before his hair started to look like that. It looks like he's wearing a bowl. It looks like he I don't even know. I think I'm actually speechless when it comes to trying to describe what's on his head. If I didn't know any better, I would think it's a part of a helmet and he's actually bald underneath that. Because what the hell is that? I've never seen someone rock an almost solid hairpiece and then it go untalked about, because almost nobody in the community ever talks about how bad his hairstyle is. Maybe it will change when Steel Ball Run comes out. Maybe I'll be the change when I drop this video. But either way, that hairstyle, it sucks. Because whenever I look at it in like colored panels, it just kind of feels like the hair looks like it's all one melted together piece on top of his head. And that it's like glued there. Like I could look underneath and I'll just see his whole cranium or something. He just needs to cut it off. Just give it up. Give it up. Up next we have Kinato. You may ask me, who the fuck is that? But as I was saying, you may ask me, who the fuck is that? Well, he's the contractor from part 4. Still not ringing a bell? He's the guy who originally had Cheap Trick. Now you may ask me, how the hell did you find such a random character to have such a bad hairstyle? And I'll tell you how. When I go through and make these videos, I do an immense amount of research. I do enough research so I know what options I could have to have bad hairstyles up here. And I've been seeing this. As a matter of fact, I've posted on my TikTok about his hairstyle years ago. I've always thought it was abhorrent. It's horrible. But when I found it, I knew I struck gold. I knew I could make an entire segment just around how bad his hairstyle is, like I'm doing now. Because as I show you these pictures on the screen, I think you could get a grasp of how bad it is, better than I could ever explain, or how many jokes I could make about how shitty it is. But I'ma still make jokes, because even if I was possessed by a demon like Cheap Trick, I would still never allow myself to snoop so low just to get a disgusting hairstyle like that. Not even faded on the sides, completely bald on the sides, with just a little hair on the top and bangs coming down. Are you shitting me? His hair looks like he doesn't care about his life, because if he did, he would never allow himself to go to a barbershop or even do it to himself what a haircut it is. He would be spotted in the real life for magazines talking about how shitty his haircut is. He would be clowned and ridiculed, maybe even burned at the stake.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, that's a little far, but you get the point. The haircut sucks. It's terrible. And what makes things completely worse is that the anime version is 5 times worse than the manga version. At least the manga version had somewhat a little bit of the Araki art style boost. The anime had none of it. And they made his hair just basically a mohawk on top. Disgusting. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 2K. I don't know if by now we're at 1.8, but if we are, and even if we aren't, I still thank all of y'all for being on this journey with me. And until next time, peace.